What's up everybody, Dan Ellis from Dartech, and I'm back doing a couple more tutorials on Artisteer. Some of my subscribers have asked me to do some more on Artisteer. I'm more than happy to oblige. I've just been wondering what I'm going to do here and how I'm going to do it, and I figured rather than go through each individual tab up the top and then every icon in this inside, as you can see there's quite a lot there, and it'll be a very mundane thing. What I might do is head down into the display area and actually focus on each of these sections here on how to set them up. Alright, so that way you'll actually know how to build your template and what your templates, what settings to find in each of these sections. Okay, so the first one right from the top is your Dartech tutorials heading. And you'll find if you click on once it's highlighted, as you see the orange line there, if you click on when it's highlighted, Artisteer will automatically take you to the tab that has the properties for that particular area. Kinda handy. Okay, so that's a quick and easy way of getting to the settings of each of these areas. So if we say, for example, go down to the columns here and click on those, you'll see it takes you to the layout. Now layout, it basically gives you the column widths and all the rest of it, and I'll cover those in another tutorial. Okay, so just when you click on the menu, it comes up with the menu tab, alright, and so on and so forth. So it's a pretty handy little tool. So I'll go back to the headings, and as with every, it actually lets Artisteer, you can actually let Artisteer select a header for you. So if you click on suggest header, okay, it gives you a suggestion. Let's don't like it, click on it again. Okay, and you just keep going, so on and so forth. Doesn't give you a whole lot of information there. Oh, there's a flash one. I like that one. Might use that one. That looks pretty good. And we just click on now position. If we click on our position, we can say where do we want this heading to be in relation to the content and the menu row. You can up the top and have no header at all. As you can see, it disappears. That's the one we used. That's the one before. And you can see subtle differences as you go through these. Now if you put your mouse over without actually clicking on it, it'll actually set the thing for you to have a look at before you actually click on it and select it. Kinda handy. I'm not a big fan of having the menu right at the top. I prefer it below the header myself, because most people look at the content and not the header. So let's go down to, let's pick, that one's as good as any, so let's choose that one. Okay, and it's as simple as that. So if you don't, there's a few things you don't like on this this header, like maybe you want to get rid of that little squiggly line down the bottom. We just click in there, have a look at our effects icon, and in the texture area, if we scroll down, you see there's the squiggly line. Look, so there's a whole swag of choices you can look at here. There's just heaps and heaps and heaps. If you want to try something different, say let's pick on this one here. There's a different set of lines down the bottom there. Maybe make it a bit of a lighter color. If you don't like that at all and want something more abstract, you can change the color there at all. And if you don't want anything at all, most of the blank ones, there's one that says no texture at all, and you can get rid of it altogether. Okay, so you can choose whichever one you like there. Same for the shadow. See the shadow appear just below the menu there. You see a shadow appear around it. Okay, you can have different types of shadow on it. The selection and choice is yours. You can do whatever you like here, and it's all about it being creative. I tend to like it fairly clean lines, so I leave the shadow out. And again, if you want more options, if you go to the shadow, you've got shadow options. You've got more options down here, just like you have texture. You have more texture options. Okay, if we click on that, you'll see something pops up down the side here, and it comes up with a more options arrangement. So if we go to our background, and we can change our background to a red color, you see it pop up as red. Transparency, you can bring your transparency up. Okay, so it blends more into the background of the move that outside for you. Blends more into the background of the website. Let's bring that back now. I can't actually move that thing with this window open. Okay, so there's a whole range of things there, and it's all about getting there and having a play and seeing what it does for you. And the effects is a fairly powerful tool when it comes to what you want to do. Texture, gradient, we can change our gradient if we like. We might need to change the transparency, bring the transparency back all the way again, and you can see you've got a top and bottom gradient there. And with the gradient you can actually change that to any number of different angles as well. You can see a nice shade across the angle there. Okay, so there's any number of ways you can play around with this. You can use all the presets, any of the presets you want. A contrast, okay, there it is there. So I'll just bring that back to where it is. I usually find a general rule here is not to go too bold and bright and hairy, because it gives people a headache when they actually look at your site, and they tend not to hang around. If you keep it nice and gentle and just subtle, people find it a little bit more pleasing, and allow you to, people will read your site a bit better. So that's it for the background. Your effects area here is a very powerful tool. Radius, you can put a big radius around your edges if you like. Okay, and see the curve around the site there. Let me just close this out. See the radius around the corners. Okay, that changes that. We can have a glare effect happening if we want. Okay, see the line appear on the up here. Okay, we can have that. The mask. This gives you some interesting shapes down the bottom. Notice down the bottom you have a different shape and the gradients. This is really useful if you want to break up the outline of your square line. So if you want a site that doesn't have all straight lines everywhere, you can use that to break up that straight line, which is pretty powerful when you think about it. Now they see the straight line here. That's because of the image. All right, we can get rid of that image if we like, or we can change it, or we can even make it smaller. Now with the image, you can change a few things on this. You can actually Artisteer comes with a set of images. You can that's preset in the program itself. You can see there that we can change it pretty quickly there. But what it does, it doesn't get rid of your old image. So what you have to do is highlight the one you have, delete it by hitting the delete button, and then inserting a new image. Okay, so just be aware of that. Bring that down about there somewhere. No, it won't let you do it. Okay. What else can we do? Say you want the heading a little bit wider. Okay, we just click on the height button here and select, say, 300 pixels, and it goes a bit wider. We can then bring this image down a little bit, okay, and set it there. Again, down here we can have there's no options there. Okay, so you can pick more images online or from a file. If you have an image that you want to use yourself, you can actually upload it from your own file as well. Yeah, that's your image area there. You can add as many of those in there as you like. Okay, your text. Okay, you can come in here and enter your text if you like. Okay, and a slogan, and that's simply by just clicking in there and typing in the text. Now, to add a text in there, all we do is we go to the controls and we add a headline. Okay, and there it pops up in here. You can move that around wherever you like. You can rotate it whichever way you want. All right, that looks pretty funky, right? That it does snap into 45-degree angles. You can see there it snaps as you go around, so you can get a decent straight line if you do move it. Okay, you can enter that wherever you like. Again, controls, there's a whole range of different things you can put in here. Your slogan, there's your slogan text there. Alright, and to edit, all you do is just double click in it, highlight it, and do what you want to do. Okay, so that's fairly straightforward there. Okay, and there are so many other different things you can put in here. Okay, your Facebook. Okay, now Facebook, you need to put in your Facebook address and the target, right? Self, top, blank, and parent, they're where it's going to appear in your web browser. Usually if you're putting a link external to the site, you put it to a blank window and not your own window, because you don't want people to browse away from your website. Okay, text in here. Okay, if we click OK, you see Facebook appear. Okay, and you can put that wherever you like. Okay, so it's pretty handy. It's pretty neat little tool. The best way to go through this stuff is to really just have a look, play, browse, create. Okay, there's a whole pile of social networking icons in there that all do the same thing. Okay, image link is if you want to insert an image. Let me just pick one for you. Okay, you put address in there, put the target you want, and the screen tip, click OK, and your image goes in there. There's my nice Dartec logo image. Again, we can resize that. Okay, place wherever we want to place it. Okay, and we can make that a link. All right, so you can do a whole range of stuff to the heading area if you want. Normally, I keep it fairly straightforward. I don't usually put the social media stuff here. You can put the social media stuff along the top if you like. It's all up to you. It's all about creative design and your website and how you want your website to look. I'm going to call it there, and I'll do another set on the heading one as well, I think, just to finish it off, because there's a few other things there that I want to show you as far as features go, just so you know how it all works. Thanks for watching. If you do like the playlist, please subscribe. Tell other people about it and tell them to subscribe. It all helps me and gets me away from what's keeping me away from doing what I love. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.